Hello, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a different sort of challenge today. It's the Premier League challenge with the football season being around the corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to predict how I think the table will finish, revisit it in May, and if for each position it's more 5 positions or more lower than my prediction, you have to eat a sour sweet. This is just my opinion. I mean, nothing personal against other people's teams. Also feel free to comment down below. And also a bit of pleading. According to my YouTube Studio app, only 0.9% of you are subscribed. 99.1 aren't. So if you're in the 99.1, please do subscribe. It's free to do so, and it very much helps me. I'll appreciate it very much if you could do so. So without further ado, let's crack on. First, I think City will win it again, meaning no bias because I am a City fan. Having won the treble last season, I think it would be stupid to bet against us, despite losing Gundogan on a free transfer to Barca. We signed Mateo Kovacic as a replacement. As of this morning, we signed Vardial from Leipzig, who's a centre back, but I think that will mean Emerick Laporte will probably move on. We've lost Mahrez to the Saudi League, and there's rumours of Walker and Silva departing, which don't help matters. In second place, I've got Newcastle United. I think they'll push City quite close, having surpassed everyone's expectations last season by gaining Champions League football this season. They've secured the services of Harvey Barnes from Leicester, which I think will be a good addition to the squad. It will give him creativity, and also the service of Sandro Tonali from AC Milan. I think he's a striker and he's a decent player. In third place, I have Arsenal, who narrowly lost out on the league last season to City. I think they'll finish third this year. My reason for this is when Gabriel Jesus was injured last season, they didn't have the cover for him and they struggled for goals. But however, they have beefed up the midfield by signing Declan Rice from West Ham. Fourth, I put Man United. Having signed Mason Mount from Chelsea, there's been a few transfers like that, big players going to the rivals. That will give them creativity in midfield. I've also had a change of keeper, seeing David De Gea leave with Una from Inter Milan coming in as a mateway, and also boost the forward line for the wish striker Højlund, not Haaland, not to be mixed up with Haaland, Højlund, and the laughable signing of Johnny Evans, which I think is a step back rather than a step forwards. Fifth, I think, will be Liverpool. I think Liverpool have tried to get the age of the squad down a bit, with both Milner and Henderson leaving. Milner's gone on a free transfer to, I think it's Brighton, and Henderson's gone to the Saudi League, which has surprised me. Naby Keita has left as well, which I think has left their midfield a bit bare. However, they have signed Alexis McAllister, who's a decent player. Sixth, I think this is an ambitious one. I think Burnley will finish sixth. Reason being is because they've got former City defender Vincent Kompany as the manager, who adapts a similar style of play to Pep Guardiola. And having also signed former City prospect James Trafford to play in goal for them. Seventh, I've got Chelsea after a dreadful season last season. This is down to ownership and things happening off the pitch. They've got rid of some dead one and signed some decent players. So I think they'll. I don't think they'll get Champions League. I think they'll get Europa. Spurs finishing 8th, I think, will be Spurs, because they've had a bit of a revolving door of managers of late. They've now got former Celtic manager and Postecoglou. Can he adapt to the Premier League is the question, because there's a massive difference between the SPL and the Premier League. And also they've got the continued interest from Bayern Munich for Harry Kane. Will he still be a Spurs player by the end of the window? And also they've signed James Maddison, and they've replaced Hugo Lloris with Vicararo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies, Tottenham fans, if it's not. 9th, I have Bournemouth. Having finished 15th last season, I think the Cherries still have improvement in them. I think they'll finish a respectable 9th. I don't think they'll challenge them in them to push for Europe, but having said that, they've signed Dutch international Justin Kluivert, who's the son of former Dutch superstar Patrick Kluivert, which I think will prove to be a good addition. 10th, I've put Villa. Drastically improved last season under Unai Emery. After having a massive clear out in the summer, they made a good addition in Yuri Tielemans from Leicester on a free transfer. Too far. 11th, I have Brentford. Despite having a clear out, they're without Ivan Toney for a long period of time due to him being banned due to betting. Again, they've had a clear out, but they've also signed Romeo Beckham from Inter Milan. 12th, I have Brighton. After surprising people and finishing the Europa spot last season, they've been signing players with European experience in the shape of James Milner, Mohamed Dahoud from Dortmund, which I think will prove to be a decent signing. 13th, I've gone for Crystal Palace. They've had a clear out. A few clubs have, and they've only brought in one player, which I don't think will be enough. But they still have quality players like Zaha, Eze. 14th, I've gone for Wolves. This is being generous, as I've saw the two best players in Ruben Neves and Raul Jimenez. One's gone to Saudi, and I can't remember. Neves has gone to Saudi, and I can't remember where Jimenez has gone. And they've managed to get decent amounts of money in the transfer market for 4 players. So whether that will be reinvested, I don't know. 15th, we've got West Ham. Although they won the Europa Conference League last season, they haven't bought many players in. After losing Declan Rice to Arsenal, it's left a huge hole in the midfield. And also losing Manuel Lanzini will not help matters either. So they've got a massive Declan Rice size hole to fill. 16th, we've got Sheffield United. After gaining promotion from the Championship last season, they've been in the Premier League a couple of times. They've only lasted 1 season. However, I believe they'll call upon that experience, and think they won't go down. I think they'll finish 16th. 17th, Nottingham Forest. After a rocky first season in the Premier League, they narrowly stayed up. and they signed virtually a whole new squad last season. I think of like 15 new players, but they got rid of most of them and only bought what they need. 18th Fulham. After having a clear out, they've only bought in one player, and I don't think that's going to be enough. I think they'll go down this season. 19th, Everton. The dice with relegation for the last couple of seasons and survived by the skin of the teeth on both occasions. I don't think luck will be on the side this time, as they've only brought in 2 players in the shape of Ashley Young, and they've signed someone on loan. We've got some first timers this season in the shape of Luton. Even though they've done well in the transfer window, they brought in a few new players. I still think they'll struggle, as in previous seasons, teams that have been new to the Premier League have struggled to adapt between the difference of the Championship and the Premier League. So as I said at the top of the video, I'm going to revisit this in May, see how many I got correct, and if the 5 places different between my prediction and where teams actually finish, I have to eat a sour sweet, which is going to be fun and games. And also, remember to subscribe, as I said at the top of the video. Only a small percentage of viewers to my page have been subscribing, so I'd like to get my subscribers up. If you can like and subscribe, and comment down below whether you agree with my predictions or not. And also like the video if you want to see more football content, as I'm always experimenting in different sort of videos to do on my channel. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.